talk about why do you want to present a film like Raavan to the Cannes audience? What is it about bringing a film like this to Cannes that you feel is necessary to kind of set it up?
Um, I think Indian cinema of late has been getting a little popular in the world. People have started watching it all over in all the continents. And Ravan would but what you see about Indian cinema is a slightly different perception. Most of the films that we make have a slightly Western touch to it. Most of it is like because we've started dressing up like the actors in Hollywood, or having that kind of a look, and that's not India at all. Most of the films that you've seen are like films that are made for the NRI audience, films for people who are living abroad, Indians who are living abroad. So it caters to their needs. So it'll always reflect Western culture more than Indian. I think Ravan is in itself a very, very Indian, it's got a very strong Indian base. And both the languages, because we had this long talk about why Tamil and Hindi, both are very different. See, our country is huge. We have about um, uh, 24 or 25 languages, about 40 different languages and different cultures. Like if there is a state, like let's say now you have this um, you have you have Côte d'Azur, you have Cannes, and maybe the next state will be almost the same, but for us it's different. You have a different language, you have different clothing, you have different what you wear, what you talk. The culture will be so different, and there's ethnic strife, and between the states you have lots of conflict. It's like that. So when you try to cater to all of them, you can't just do it in one language. You can't do a Hindi film, which is why we have two. So I'm trying to say lots of different cultures, and they are very, 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 very basic. Like if you see the Tamil version, it's like in the jungles. It's like the grassroots. It's like Bira, the hero, the protagonist, is actually from a village, a very small town. So when you see the backdrop, it will be so Indian. And I think an audience in Cannes or wherever in the world, people who love world cinema, will find that very intriguing. See, they've liked a Slumdog Millionaire because they've suddenly seen this thing of slums, and it is so very different from, what they live, where they live and what they do. What we have shown in this is not because of Slumdog, but I'm saying we have shown a village. We have shown the raw emotions of a man in a village, and what happens when he falls in love with someone who's already married, and and so the emotions and the backdrop, everything is so very Indian, and we've got it in two different versions. The Hindi version is going to be so different. People who watch the Hindi version will find the Tamil so different from that, and people who watch both these films will find it so different from any Indian film they've ever seen. So I think it's a perfect. I'm sorry I took so long to explain, but it's a very good film to want to promote it in Cannes or wherever. I think it's a very good.
Is it a bit of a risk then to make it have the different languages, and do you feel that the audience back home is kind of sophisticated enough to, like, I don't know, like, are they ready for something that has multiple
That
languages?
is the thing. No, this is actually, I feel that this is the language that they'll understand, and this is the emotion that they will understand. But what is happening is we have been trying to ape Western culture, and we like to see, all of us, we would like to dress Western, but when we get back home we speak Tamil. You get back home, you get into, when you're dressed in something very comfortable, when you're at home, you're wearing what your culture is comfortable with. But when you go out, you try and be, so you like it, it's good. There's nothing wrong in it. But when you see something like this, you understand it immediately. It's like, see, Tamil is my mother tongue. I'm speaking to English, and I'm more comfortable in English. But when I watch a Tamil film and I see a situation in Tamil, I'm going to relate to it, or in Hindi. It's mine. No, it's not. So it will not be alien to us at all. It will be something which is.
I think one of the big questions is, your two leads. How did you, what was it like, to work with them, and also, what kind of, I don't know, what was it like to kind of see them work together? Because obviously people have been, they're a couple, and that kind of.
No. For me, we've been friends a long time, so I really didn't feel that different. But I should say that it was really comfortable working with them because. Abhishek, he's a very good actor, and he's a very good friend, and it was nice. He's one of those really fun guys. So on the sets, because it was, like I kept saying, torturous, and it was very difficult. And it was very, very, very difficult doing the scenes, very difficult scenes. So we always had AB there as a live wire who would be joking, and we'd be cracking up every few minutes because he was always cracking jokes. And Aishwarya, on the other hand, is someone who's like into precision, and she's a perfectionist, whatever she does. And so when we do, and she had two roles to do, and it was like a lot of hard work, but at the same time, we bonded well, and I think when you see the film, you will see that chemistry and the hard work that we put in will be there. And at no point did we see, okay, they're a couple, or in fact, I'm the one who's romancing her while I'm her husband, while he's like someone who wants to be near her. So that is the strange thing that Indian audiences are going to find very, very different.
Visually, is there something different from this kind of film that maybe is different from other types of movies?
Definitely, definitely.
What is it?
I feel that the canvas of this film is it's large, but it has nothing to do with production values. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the background, the locations that he selected, wonderful camera work, and the emotions that he's trying to translate on the screen, just between two actors maybe in the frame. But when you see it, you'll see a magnificence which will far outshine any company, any production, high value production companies, or some scene which has, like, let's say 50 cars, or you have something shot in the middle of Times Square. I think this would be even more challenging and more breathtaking than that, just because of the emotions in the background.